Hi, everybody. I'm Elizabeth. I am a graduate student intern with counseling services at SUNY Broome. And this semester, I am starting this new video series, as you can see, that is called Quarantine Chats with Counseling Services. And in this case, it's with me, Elizabeth. Hi.
Hi everybody! Our special guest today is Jodi Martinez. She is currently studying nursing at Ames Community College and hopes to ultimately obtain her Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. She is coming to us from Weld County, Colorado, and I hope you enjoy our chat today.
So first question for you, what is one word that you would use to describe your time as a student or professional during the pandemic?
Exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Exhausted the whole way through. I work full time and then I've gone to school full time throughout the whole pandemic. And it just seems like there's this extra, I don't know if pressure is the right word, but there's this extra thing on your back the whole time that you're doing it because you have to worry about social distancing. You have to worry about whether you're getting sick, especially because I work in healthcare and I'm right up with it. And then we're getting tested twice a week. And then at school, we're doing online in-person classes, which makes no sense. It's the structure of an in-person class online and they just don't work out.
Wow, so you have a lot going on in addition to,
Yes.
having a family on top of that and having to juggle
Mm-hmm.
all of that as well. I mean, honestly,
Definitely.
kudos to you for, getting through all of that and wow.
Thank you.
Hmm.
It's tough. Like you said, it is juggling, but everything's on fire and you're just hoping that nothing else catches on fire. It's a lot.
Hmm.
If everything was structured like an online class, it would be great because it's at your pace
Right,
and you don't have to do the
right.
face to face, but no. It's 3 hours of lecture over a computer. Just nonsensical.
It's just not it. It's just not it. So given that, all the fire flying in the air and trying not to, make it get any bigger, how have you found meaning through the pandemic? And what's something that's kind of brought you joy during the time?
To me, it's a lot more like family time and personal time with the people that you're around. You're not supposed to go out and see your friends. You don't have the getaways. Like, people aren't allowed to go to the bars anymore. You can't even go into certain restaurants, everything like that. So it's more one-on-one time with just the people that you love. Um, my daughter loves picnics, so we've been able to do picnics in our living room if it's snowing outside, or picnics in the backyard because we couldn't go to the park. And then my boyfriend and I, we kayaked over the summer, and that was something that I've never done before. And it was just a lot of fun, experience different things because you have to social distance. You can't just go to the beach and sit right next to that family. Getting out on the water and making sure that you were away from everybody else was just, it was that more of a quality time that I think we took for granted when everything was go, go, go. We have to go see this person. We have to be here. We have to be there.
Right. So now it's like slowing down and like adapting to like what circumstances we have right now.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
So, as a current student, and you've also gotten a degree in the past, what is some important advice that you would give your past self or that you would give current college students who are currently going through the same thing as you?
Time management. Very much manage your time really well. Plan out the couple hours for studying, plan out your day more so than just sitting there and I'll study later. If you have time to study now, do it. If you have time to do that homework now, do it. And it's also okay to take those breaks. If you just need a day where you need to lay on your bed, drink tea, and binge watch murder shows, do it because you need that break. You need some vitamin D. So go study outside if you can read your textbook outside. Like, definitely take that me time, but also manage your time really well because
Mhm.
we tend to procrastinate. And I feel like in the realm of the pandemic school world, it's a lot easier to procrastinate because you're at home,
Right.
you can lay in bed. It becomes like, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Well, next week is Hell Week and it's finals. So you didn't have time to do it later at this point.
Yeah. I don't know if this is true for you or not, but I feel like every week is finals week. Like, I get that pressure of finals week, like, every single week now. And like, as you said, like, you could be laying in your bed right now, like, no one would know. Like, am I wearing pajama pants right now? Yeah. Can you see it? No. But like, I had a professor who on the very first day of class, my very like first day ever of this program, my 8 a.m. class, he said, pace yourself. And of course we were like, yeah, like whatever, like, yeah, pace ourselves. But then he kept kind of repeating it and explaining, like, he doesn't just mean, pace yourself as in like get it all done as soon as you can, but like give yourself time where you're like, I'm putting this down. Like, I'm not looking at this right now. You cannot look at this.
Absolutely.
Take your computer away. So definitely, like, we've learned pace yourself both ways, where I feel like, especially before the pandemic, like, I didn't truly understand what that meant. I more or less just thought it was like, oh, get the work done as fast as you can so that you can stay caught up on the other work, which part of it, yeah, absolutely. But also, like you said, take time to watch Netflix, or like don't do anything for a little while.
Exactly. I saw this thing and it really summed up the school year, the last year and a half. And it said, I don't know if we're actually learning anything, but we've gotten really good at submitting things by 11:59. And
Yep.
that's really the how you said it feels like final week all the time, because you're just having to make that time limit and you hope you're just getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
That transition is really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas break didn't feel like a normal Christmas break. We went from, okay, push, push, push. Now you get a month off. Now we're going to ease back into it. We don't know if we're going to school or not, so we just hope for the best. And there's no transition. It's not like you said, your brain just doesn't switch from, okay, I'm in school now, I'm not in school anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like, what are we doing? Okay,
Yep.
you're just stressing me out this week.
Talking about like giving ourselves time to like refresh. And when we do have that time, kind of like making best use of that time. How do you take care of your mental health? Do you have a self-care routine or different self-care activities that you do regularly?
It's really just when I need that break, I'll go lay down and watch a movie with my daughter. Or, okay, I need to get out of the house. Let's go. I played frisbee golf with my boyfriend the other day. Not my cup of tea, but it's definitely little things like that that definitely they give you just that mental health break. It's something different. You're using a completely different side of your brain. You're not worried about like, okay, did I word that question exactly how my professor wants it? Just little things like that. I also believe in the whole putting the little things under my eyes, doing a face mask every now and again. I don't have a bathtub, but I'll take a really hot shower. Just little things like that. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stress relief tea. Lavender honey from Yogi brand, the greatest.
See, I love that because sometimes it is like those little things that can like add up. So like for me, that like it's more of those little things, like having that cup of tea at night, or like taking 5 minutes to do a face mask. Like, it's the little things that like can add up over time, I feel like, that make the big difference.
Absolutely. And I mean, I feel like, especially with mental health, a lot of the stigma comes from, oh, you have to go to therapy for 2 hours, or it's not working, or you have to do it this way, or it's not working. When for people, if coloring a coloring book is what works for you, then do it 120%. Like, give yourself that time to do it. Because if you don't, you're going to pay for it later.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's really important to like talk about is, having the resources to go do these things, like having the money, having the time, having the privilege to just go take advantage of these resources. Like, not everybody has that. Yeah, it's definitely like an important thing to bring up into the conversation.
Absolutely.
So let's move on to our rapid fire question. So
Okay.
the first one is, do you prefer studying at a desk or on a couch?
On a couch.
Okay. Do you like sweet or salty study snacks?
Sweet.
Okay. Do you like doing homework with or without music?
Without.
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Midday pigeon.
I love that. And then do you prefer TikTok or Netflix to relax after a long day?
Netflix.
Netflix. That is all I have for us today.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.